to the next level.
It was the best of times. It was morphin' time. There you see an old nod to the old Turtles in Time game. Power Rangers Raiders Rewind aims to piggyback off the success of modern beat 'em ups like Streets of Rage 4 and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. While it mostly succeeds, it falls short in numerous ways, and although I had lots of fun in spurts, it ultimately ends up as a failed disappointment. This game is for fans of the show, series, toy line only. If you don't have some sort of clue who the Power Rangers are, this game isn't going to sway you in any way. And how the hell did you find this review in the first place? That's a whole nother story. Now, while it's a competent beat 'em up, I did see it all the way through to finish. The combo system's lacking. Combo meters end too quickly before you can find new enemies to wallop. And I honestly feel like it could use more moves. I do appreciate the dodge move and the specials, but it needs more team up moves during multiplayer. There's none. The graphics are adequate. The anime cutscenes definitely shine. They're definitely the most impressive of the bunch. The Zord fight scenes are impressive, but also the most annoying gameplay wise. And if they're going to keep rehashing the 90s version of this show, they could utilize FMV from the show maybe. That would have been nice. Complete voiceovers would have been nice. The original cast, they're not here. As what's here, as far as the voiceovers, it's few and far between. You have a lot of the same phrases being repeated ad nauseum. The music's great, though, and it seems to be streamer friendly for the most part, at least so far. Up to 6 players can join in on the fun, that's where the game shines. But if you don't have people to play with locally, though, beware, as the online multiplayer is a ghost town. Which is unfortunate because the online was botched, not working on different consoles when the game originally launched. Controls, they're tight and responsive for the most part. There is a slight delayed input here and there, but overall nothing really to complain about. Controls are simple enough to learn and never really hard to master, although again, I just wish there was more variety of the moves or different incentive to play as a different ranger. The unlockable character at the end's a nice addition, but again, it would have been nice to have additional stages, Zords, bosses, something new to do with this extra character. TMNT, Shredder's Revenge, and Streets of Rage 4 had high replay value, while I feel like this doesn't, and I really don't ever want to touch this game again. Well, maybe if I can convince 5 other people to play it, but good luck with that. Nods to the old TV show are cool, but at this point, one has to wonder why they keep milking the original series and not utilizing any other variation of the Power Rangers show or comic. Rest in peace to the 2 Rangers we lost over the years, Jason David Frank, aka the Green Ranger, or White Ranger, and Tui Trang, which I probably botched her name, I apologize. Rest in peace to her. That's a Yellow Ranger who tragically died in a car crash many years ago. Now, unfortunately, none of the original cast does any voiceover work. None of them appear as cameos, not Bulk, not Skull, nothing. The unlockable arcade minigames are cool, but ultimately forgettable, and have very little to do with the show or game. It would be nice to fight as the teens and then morph, but instead you're in the full suit for all the fight scenes, except the juice bar scenes. The on-rail shooter scenes are cool, but nothing to write home about. The boss fights with the Megazord are both, again, the best part and the weakest part of this game. Battles can get overly complicated and frustrating, especially in harder levels. You do get adequate lives and continues, though, on the more forgiving settings. S ranks and secrets add some limited replayability with an entirely new bonus mode after beating the game. Unfortunately, that bonus mode is just a lame speedrun mode. No boss rush, no movies to unlock, no artwork to unlock, not a zilch, zero. You get some collectibles, but that's all forgettable. There are some nods to the series, so if you're a fan, if you watch it on Netflix or what have you, then you might appreciate some of this, but overall, it's kind of lame, especially when you look at Digital Eclipse's other stuff, their other work. This game would be a great rental or fantastic for a few bucks, but at $34.99 I find it very difficult to recommend. Even at $19.99 I would find it hard to recommend. It's not all bad, it's just very average, or as the kids like to call it, mid. A rare misstep for Digital Eclipse. Ironically, this game would make an awesome rental for a few days, but aside from Game Pass, which this game is not currently on at the time I filmed this, or GameFly, with game rentals basically being a thing of the past, which is where you might want to leave this Power Rangers game in the past. I give this game a 5 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Next Level Taken. Add me on PlayStation, Xbox, Steam. Next Level Taken. Till next time.